Hey everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. So in general, I've kind of noticed on my Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter feed, all that kind of stuff, I've been seeing a lot of posts just in general about anxiety. So I figured I would kind of talk about it. I've had anxiety for basically my entire life. I was diagnosed with a generalized anxiety disorder, among other things, and it kind of opened my eyes because before you're diagnosed with anxiety, you think all the things that you feel and think are normal. And then once you get diagnosed, you realize, oh, this isn't normal. This isn't how everyone else thinks. And for me, my anxiety got really bad when I went to college. I mean, it was always kind of bad, but once I went away to school and was kind of on my own in a way, it got really, really bad and it was really hard to handle. I didn't really go out much. I didn't really do much. And it was just because I had such bad anxiety about everything. Biggest tip is, if you have anxiety, get help. Talk to somebody, anybody. Talk to people at school, talk to your friends even, because your friends might not be able to solve the problem, but honestly, your friends can help you so much. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned is just throughout my anxieties and everything I've gone through, I've learned that number one, I'm not alone just based off of talking to my friends about it. And number two, your friends can really help because they have an outside perspective. If you are of age and can get help on your own, I would do it sooner than later because for me personally, I waited a very long time to say anything in general. And I kind of regret it because now that I am in a place where I am and things are not fixed, but they are definitely better, I kind of regret not saying something a lot sooner because it really is, it's not easy to get help, but it's possible. It's really hard and it's really lengthy and it's expensive and it's just it's a process. It's an ongoing process, but it's worth it because I was one of those people who was oh, well, if I can't be cured, then what's the point? I'm always going to have this for the rest of my life. But when I started getting help, which wasn't again until recently, I realized oh, there is life beyond this. So there are things you can do without necessarily getting help that can help you out. I do is just when I am having anxiety or having a panic attack or whatever it may be, because I do suffer from panic attacks as well, I really just focus on myself. It's kind of selfish to say, I just focus on breathing because for me, and I don't know if this helps anybody else, but breathing in, holding it, and then letting it out really slowly kind of calms me down. I am at a point in my life where my anxiety is bad enough that I do take medication for it, and it's taken so much time to find the right medication for me. That's the biggest thing. When you're trying to find the right medication or the right solution to kind of help your anxiety, do not give up, because I have given up and then regretted it months later. If you give up, then it's just kind of saying that you give up on yourself. If you're someone who is in school, one of my biggest tips is to utilize the help you have at school because you have so much that you might not even realize. For me, there was a point where when I was in high school, I saw my school psychologist and she helped me so much. Talk to a teacher you trust. Why not? Talk to your friends about it. Talk to whoever. Just keep talking about it because even if your parents are the type that are mental illness isn't real, blah, 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 whatever, if they hear it a billion times that you need help, maybe it'll click in their head and they'll be oh, maybe I should do something, because that would be pretty nifty. If you go to school and you feel your mental health deteriorating, as I did, get into a better environment because that will do so much for you, honestly. It's not going to fix all your problems, but it will help with your anxiety because there are things in life that cause you anxiety that you don't even realize. Maybe talking to people causes you anxiety. Maybe hanging out with a friend that isn't really that great of a friend, but I don't know, you just feel you need to hang out with them. That can cause you anxiety. There are a bunch of different causes for anxiety and people don't realize that. And they're often things that you can't even see or you don't even recognize that are problems. But then as soon as you eliminate them from your life, you instantly feel better. Because I didn't realize this until I started talking to people about it. You're not alone. There's so many people who are suffering with what you're suffering, and they're just suffering in silence. and you might be the reason that someone goes and gets help. I hope this helped. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, I don't know. I will see you all next Sunday, and I love you all very much. And if you ever need anything, let me know.